So I had a question come to me about should a individual go to school versus getting a job in the field of the trade that they want to learn. And specifically right now we're going to be talking about welding. So should you go to a welding school or should you get a job in the field, if you want to do field work or industrial work or manufacturing work, what field you want to get in. Now, to me, honestly, I feel that this question honestly based solely upon the person because you have to have that drive to say, okay, I want to accomplish this to accomplish this. Because if you go to school, you can go to school and honestly, there's a lot of good information in there. I went to school when I was incarcerated. I had time to do it anyway. So while I was in it, I'm like, I'm going to utilize this time. So I just took advantage of it and just learned everything because that was the situation I was in. Now, if I was free, I think I would have just went and got a job in the field first. That way, in the field that I wanted to learn. That way, I could be making money while I'm learning, and then you can be under some other foremans and journeymen who can actually give you some valuable game and some information you could use later in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because some schools just throw you in a booth and just say, "Hey, stick well," and they'll come around and look at it once it look decent. Okay, you ready for the next position. But if you was learning in the field, you can actually see how to lay down the bead, how to deal with the climate, and deal with the different thickness of metals, and just different stuff that you pick up, in the field from being involved in it. So I would say, in this situation, to each his own. Now, to one of my folks who asked me, hey man, one of my family members who asked me, hey, should I go to school? I gave him the option of saying, hey, come down here, and once you get yourself situated, come down here and invest, 90 days, 6 months with me, and let me show you, what I mean, the field welding installation side. Because to me, I think that's a great asset because it's building the infrastructure. And as you know, we building the infrastructure of America. They building everywhere. So if you're a asset inside, meaning you can be able to read prints and build, and then you can also go in the field and install this and know how to rig it and know how to get it in and know how to think outside the box. Man, you are a asset. So, I would say, get with someone who's a journeyman. Get with someone who know the game all the way around. That way you can learn everything, TIG, MIG, and stick. Because in the field, you never know. But if you get good at everything, you can be able to be flexible. And also, don't be scared to invest in your equipment. I'm going to have to say this again because some people don't want to invest in their equipment. Some people don't want to invest in their certs. So invest in your certs, man. Put some money behind yourself. You know what I mean? Just like you do in your outfit and your clothes. You want to make sure you look nice. You want to make sure you can get good money all the time. And all you have to do is invest a little money in yourself. And then, honestly, you can write all this off. You know what I mean? I can teach you that later. You know what I'm saying? But this is some real stuff. I mean, if you start investing now, man, I mean, especially if you're a new beginner, I mean, if you just diving into the game, man, I started investing soon. I started going to school from buying my hood and doing that and purchasing me a used little welder where I can practice on my free time and, just learning the system. But I would say if you're able to get with a journeyman or to get with someone who really know it, that you can get under, that got a business or whatever, that you could actually get on and learn something, that'll be a good plus. But before I would pay a school, I get a job under it actually in the field that I really want to work, and then I learn it that way. That way I'm making money and learning. So in my thing, that's what I would do. Hold on.